wish Timmy was here. I'm missing Timmy Boger right now, man. But Carmine came through. And Benny and Mark Stein, they sounded great, man. The Cardis, the Yardbirds. I got a whole collection of sticks. Buddy Rich, you name it. I got them all.
Very cool. What do you think of the State Theater here, man?
Beautiful, man.
Isn't it?
Great place. So a lot of great shows here.
Hey, out of all the tunes tonight, man, which one hit it for you?
The best one? Season of the Witch.
I thought so too, man.
Season of the Witch, definitely. I love that record.
I haven't heard that in a few years, man.
Renaissance album was one of my favorites by them.
Awesome, man. What's your name? Where are you from?
Gary Janone from Neshannock, New Jersey.
Vanilla Fudge were excellent. They had all the original members except Tim Bogart. Playing was excellent. Vocals just the way on the first album, 1967. They're fantastic, and they excel. And I wish other bands pick up on what they did. And I did see them at the Feburary in 1969, the day I graduated Barrington High School, June 22nd. And I'm glad to see them again.
What'd you think about the theater here tonight? Where were your seats?
Seats very front over to the left. The visibility was great. The sound was great. And I just liked it.
Fucking great time over here. We're watching the show, drinking some beers, and having fun.
Hey, this is from New Brunswick. We just saw Vanilla Fudge. They were awesome. Knew every song. It's just a flash from the past.
Definitely. Brings back memories, doesn't it? I don't think I've heard Season of the Witch in several years.
That was my favorite that they did. Season of the Witch, yeah. And the drummer was superb.
What'd you think of Vanilla Fudge, my man?
Beautiful. I was totally impressed. They're tight as a glove, you know what I mean? You don't get any better than that, you know what I mean? That's my kind of music. I've always liked, the 60s bands, the West Coast scene, good time in music, the 60s, it's like a renaissance.
I am Jeannie Peace. I'm from Old Bridge, New Jersey.
All right.
These guys rocked. They rocked the house, let me tell you. I'm 53 years old. It brings back so many memories.
Doesn't it?
It's just too fun. It was just too fun. So I'm really looking forward to the next performers, and let's see what happens.
Saw them, this third time I saw them. They're great as usual. That's why I came up here to see them. Seen them at BB King's many times. They're awesome. They're the best a cappella band I've ever seen in my life. To see them sing just on their own without any instrumentation is the best thing you can ever see, because you gain a whole new appreciation for them, because their music, they do a lot of covers, so their music is so intense to listen to. When you listen to them sing, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And what, out of all the tunes, what was your favorite of the night? Could you pick one? Or?
They play the whole first album, so that's great.
Right.
I mean, they do that. That's great. I love the whole first album. I look at that as one piece, so I listen to the whole thing. Great stuff.
And Carmine apiece, man.
And
that
Carmine,
solo was Heller.
He's always on. He always does something different. He brought the lights in this time. That was nice. It was really cool. Really cool.
I liked it when he had one drumstick and he kept going back and forth from hand to hand.
That was one thing I never saw before.
Same here.
Every time he plays something different. So it's great. It's great, man. I love him, man. I see him anytime they're around. I go see him. And when I got to see him at BB King's, it was great because they're in front of their hometown crowd. So they went to town when I saw him there.
And how about the State Theater inside, man? What do you think of the venue?
State Theater is the best place to come to. I went to college in Rutgers, so I know this place very well. I've been here many times for many different shows, and it's a great place. It's one of the best venues you can come see something. The sound is great. It's a beautiful theater, and it's local, so it's a nice, easy ride home.
What's your name? Where are you from, man?
My name is Chris Golda, and I'm from Ocean Township, New Jersey.
1969, I was going to Jersey City State College. This is when they first come on the scene. Bought tickets, and my car wouldn't start. Couldn't make it to the show. So now it's 43 years later, so finally made it, and it was great.
They really smoked it tonight, didn't they?
In fact, I got my 27-year-old daughter with me. But she only knew 2 songs, but she's having a good time.
Awesome. And out of all of them, what was your favorite?
Probably Keep Me Hanging On. That's their signature song.
Ben, what's your name? Where are you from?
Tom Ward, from an album.
Hey, what'd you think of Vanilla Fudge tonight, man? Did they
Oh, it was great. I never had a chance to see him when I was young, I was little. But this was awesome. I brought my older brother. He's 8 years older than me, and he's just having the time of his life.
I think the Vanilla Fudge was on the money.
Right on the money.
What was hot about Vanilla Fudge, man?
Everything.
Everything.
The guy in the Hammond was perfect.
Tonight was good. You know what I really liked?
What'd you like?
I like these young guys that are still playing the blues. They sounded great. That lead guitarist was fantastic. The bassist was good. The old guys were all right. They were still rocking, but the young kids were good.
I saw these Vanilla Fudge back in at the Capitol Theater around 27 years ago.
27?
Sound just as good.
What's your name? Where are you from?
Bill from Manahawkin.
What was your favorite? Was it Vanilla Fudge or the Yardbirds?
Vanilla Fudge.
Vanilla Fudge, yeah?
Fudge. I saw them, believe it or not. I can't remember. It was either 67 or 68 when I was in high school. They played my high school. I saw them in my high school gym.
No kidding.
And they were good. They were good tonight, too.
They really were, weren't they?
They really were.
So many good songs. It just brought back good old times.
Brought back the memories, right?
Absolutely. And out of all of them, did you have one that was your favorite?
Of course, the last one.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, that was great. That was great. But the whole thing was good. I enjoyed the show.
And what's your name? Where are you from?
Dave Perlmutter from Livingston, New Jersey. My wife, Nancy.
And what did you think of the show?
It was great. Had a great time.
Tell me about that show tonight, my man.
The first part of the show was out of this world.
It was excellent.
Easy.
We loved it.
The main man.
He is truly fucking
great.
rocking.
So where do we meet him?
Bus is out back, I'm sure.
Bus is out back.
We had a great time tonight.
It was a good time.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Great show.
I thought it was fantastic.
Really was.
Yeah, I liked when Carmine did the, like the drum solo. That was really good. And the Yardbirds just blew me away because I didn't think, they would be that great with just one member. But they were very good.
It's a great show, man. I dug it. It's timeless music.
Isn't it though, man?
Check out my new band. It's resingypsy.bandcamp.com.
What kind of music?
Oh, it's like heavy blues rock. It's like, this kind of thing. Check it out.
I will do that, man, for sure.
Great, graduated in 1969. The bands were great. Yardbirds were hot. They're beautiful. It was great. See them tonight after all these years. Fantastic.
What'd you think of the sound system there tonight? Man, this
sound
sounded
system
great.
was awesome. Great. Definitely would come back.
Before we talked about Vanilla Fudge, man, now tell me about those Yardbirds.
I wish they were all still here. At least Jim McCarty was with us tonight. They all sounded fabulous. You put a tight band together. Very tight.
I was surprised when he said the guitarist was with him for 7 years already. I saw them a couple years ago up at the Mohegan Sun, but I didn't realize 7.
It was like a flashback. I especially liked I'm Confused. I was surprised to hear that, man. That was later Yardbirds, man.
And
wow.
I think for me, Over, Under, Sideways, Down, man, that was just...
I was waiting for I'm a Man. I had to wait all night. I thought that would be the opening number. I'm usually good at guessing opening number.
Yeah, the show was great tonight.
Absolutely incredible.
It was,
the
wasn't
thing
it?
was, a lot of people were surprised that the Yardbirds had all of these young people, young guys with the band. It looked like just the drummer was the original. But these guys did justice to it. It was unbelievable. But between me and you, the band tonight was Vanilla Fudge. I mean, they did a lot of covers, what I thought were of other people's bands, but they were unbelievable.
They really were.
It was like seeing something in the early 70s at an outdoor concert. They played, they were unbelievable, and I give them a lot of credit.
I like both bands equally.
Carmen of PC is unbelievable.
We know him.
He's from Jersey, I believe.
Right. He really
This is
rocked
my
it
sister
tonight.
Marie.
Hi there,
She
Marie.
turned me on to, she's a few years older than me. She turned me on to music growing up, her and my brother, man. They're rock historians and rhythm and blues historians.
What was your favorite part of the night?
I loved each band equally.
Did you?
Love the Yardbirds. Still do, always will. Vanilla Fudge, rock and roll is here to stay.
Here they are, the Rockin' Four. What'd you guys think tonight?
Excellent.
I had a ball. It was reminiscent of my youth, which was a good thing, but at the same time, I've never felt so old. I didn't realize how old I was until I got here tonight.
Oh, come on now.
Well, now...
I saw you up dancing.
I'm feeling younger in some ways and older in other ways, but you know what? That's what it's all about. This show helped me to put my life in a lot of ways in context, okay?
There you go, man.
That's a beautiful thing.
And he's feeling less loquacious as well.
It brought back so many memories from the early 60s, the late 60s, and even to this day, we still see the legacy of these bands, both bands, the Fudge and the Yardbirds. Those Clack and Page, those guys back Yeah, who cares about them?
Ben
But
King tonight, man,
right.
smoked them.
It was smoking, and it was just so much fun to see history still alive.
Awesome. And what's your name? Where are you from, my man?
Rich Harding, California, New Jersey.
Tim Dempsey, currently in Clifton.
Thoughts on the show? Favorite song of the night?
Season of the Witch.
Jack Dempsey from Pittstown.
And what did you think about tonight?
Good music doesn't get old, so he's very good.
Isn't that the truth, you know? You never get too old for great music. Sometimes your friends are no longer there for you. Sometimes your family's no longer there for you. Great music will always be there for you.
We had a good time. We had a
Did you?
great time. The one thing I like about Vanilla Fudge, it really brought back the feeling of the 60s, and that's what I really appreciated.
Psychedelic rock.
Yeah, it was that old psychedelic rock. And it did. And the Yardbirds are fantastic.
One of the best shows I've seen in a long time.
And what do you think of the State Theater here tonight?
Oh, we love the State
It's the
Theater.
same as the last
we
time.
We do. We go to the Wellmont and the State. They're the same theater, different town.
It's
The
really
bass
nice.
player is like 22 years old.
Yeah.
And how old is Jim? The drummer?
Oh,
He
he's
must
probably
be
about
70.
35.
He didn't stop
That's the
playing
singer.
for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
I
he was very
amazed.
physically fit. He played for an hour and 15.
He kept slamming them drums, that's for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Outrageous.
Jim Lyons from Montville.
Montville.
Carolyn Rose, Bluefield.
All right, Bluefield.
No one famous. This all
There we go. Gotta love it. Autographed by everybody.